This boy. Alright. It's a fancy shirt you have there. So on the way to Belfast to do this talk, we need to pick up a few more members of the team here. Hold on. Hold on, I think we need another one.
I don't have my glasses on.
Okay, I think we need one more person.
Well, he turned 9 and goes, I turned 9 again. He looked at my outfit and looked at my face. He means,
Shut up, Fickler. We're all ready to go. Yay.
It's a small car.
Well, hello and welcome to KSC Day Out. We're with Cleisha Home, Adam Kern, and Oisin Quinn and Gordon Fahey. Today we are heading to Belfast, so enjoy the vlog. There we go.
Right, give it to Adam there.
Let's record.
Right, Adam, keep it face back away towards us and everyone in the back as well. Like this? Are you stupid? Just hold it normally. Just hold it normally. That was so rude. Hold it like that there normally. But wait, like, are you?
Just hold it there, right? See where the radio is.
What are you doing?
Oh, that's so stupid.
Like that?
See where the radio is.
See what's wrong?
Just hold it normally.
Snap his fingers at the same time.
Right. Does this take pictures? Are you still dancing your arms? Does this take pictures? It does, but it's taking the video now.
So we got everything right?
Right. What I was going to ask before you were spoon there was, how do you think I'm going to do in this talk?
Brilliant.
Oh, great.
Do
Brilliant.
you feel nervous?
Right now, no.
Practice? Have you wrote notes down?
I wrote it out today and I recorded it, so I was listening back to it. So I don't really remember it all that well, but I know the gist of it, so we'll see. It's either going to be very good or else it's going to be very bad, but then it'll be funny whenever we're on the way back down. I think it's going to be funny anyway, on the way back down.
You have to make it a wee bit funny though.
Aye, I'll try and throw in a bit of banter, like. Just a bit of banter, but like it's a more serious.
Is it for charity?
Aye, it is a mental health. You know. Oh, that's without you on.
Adam, you should be right there.
And in the back of that car, the camera up, you have it facing down at your fucking.
There's my arms.
And
You are the worst vlog.
I feel sorry for you in the back. For me, you in the back, there'll be so much music. I don't know why you folded the wee tripod around as well. Like,
no matter what,
Adam,
see girls in the back.
hold it with your right hand and hold it at the radio.
Me and you in the back, Adam. Definitely you're in the bottom squad.
So if you hold it like that there with your right hand. There we go.
Look up, Tim.
Why are you putting it down there?
Jesus Christ.
Where did I tell you to put it? You fucking annoy me now. There!
Aye, right.
But use your hand!
Adam,
Oh my god! How long have we been sitting this thing on?
so awkward. No, just point at your head.
Why? Where are you putting it now?
Just hold it in the middle, like
Oh my god! Where are you
at your
putting
phone,
it?
Adam. There.
At my phone?
Where your phone was in the middle. Set it on
Your
there.
fucking hand there. And keep look where that's facing now, that's facing up the way.
It's like
Has any sense? This is dangerous. Like,
there.
the stick broke clean off the tripod. Stick broke clean off the tripod. Yeah, just turn that thing off now. You ruined. Interesting QSC fact.
Yeah. Oh, he's vlogging.
Cafe O up here is where I started the QSC page. True story. Because I had no Wi-Fi in the house.
Stoke.
True story. So what are you going?
KFC. Right, Oisin, what techniques do you have to tell the vlog? What would you say is the best?
He's going to beat in the first game, so he's got no technique.
Grasp the shaft good and hard. 2 hands and then stroke it right in.
Brilliant. Oh, ball. It's on now.
We'll just try and come in and see if we can Here, tell them your personal security and we're in all black.
Oh, we've got the bouncer with us tonight.
The bouncer? Personal security.
I will get that champagne right there. Sure. Why not?
You've got this. Just vlogging. Welcome to the KSC channel. KSC. Are you offended?
I'm going to fucking bust them
Oh my god. Right, there's a scrap outside now.
I didn't know you said QSC.
Yep.
I'm sorry.
Well, welcome to the channel.
Bother me.
I'm the vlogger for
I
tonight.
have a street fight outside here.
9 o'clock sharp.
Right, my odds are on Oisin then, 2 to 1.
Yeah, you're gonna lose one.
Oisin's a fucking...
Sorry, it's only 2 to 1.
He's a middleweight, fuck's sake. I'm only a wee boy.
Hello, look who we have on the vlog. Jerry Labs, the king of Wednesday polls.
Everybody follows Instagram at Jerry Labs.
Oh my god, I love it.
We'll put his Instagram here.
Oh my god, right? Oh my god.
Right, there we go.
Hello Oisin, how are you feeling now?
Yeah, not too bad. I'm up first.
Woo! We met Jerry Laverday and he was on your vlog.
I'm so excited.
Yeah, he looks really, yeah.
Shut up, Gordon. Gordon's never been so awkward in a place in his life than he is right now.
Taking these two fucking country bumpkins up to the capital and they're ready making an arse themselves.
Well, just that there's no vodka in this drink.
No vodka at all.
Here.
At Alibi. Correction, I haven't made an arse myself.
Yes.
Hi everyone. So first of all, thanks to Anya for asking me to come up here. I think it's a great cause, and I think it's great to see so many people coming and attending things like this and actually speaking a bit more about mental health, because I think it's a very important thing. It's something maybe we're only realising now that we need to talk about. But anyway, I suppose to give you a bit of context about me, you're probably wondering who I am. My name is Oisin Quinn, as Jerry was saying, and over the past year I started my own business, Quinn Strength Conditioning. Basically, I just lift weights and teach other people how to do that and try not to get fat along the way. And the past year has been a real kind of roller coaster. So a year and a half ago, I started training people out of a weekend shed in the back garden, and it kind of started going really well. And eventually, another person came, and I grew into another gym, and then eventually into another gym after that there. And throughout that kind of the whole time, I was sort of having ups and downs with anxiety and having issues with anxiety, and I think it all stemmed from the gym, because doing this here has been my dream since I was about 15, since I actually first stepped foot into the gym. And whenever you're constantly thinking about something and you're dreaming about it and then you actually get it, it's amazing, but it's also fucking terrifying, because the thought of losing it it's horrible. And building that up over the past year, being able to work with so many amazing people and help people, you become really grateful for it and you don't want to lose it. So my anxiety started to build around that there, and around the gym, and around losing all these things that I got. And I suppose over the past year I've had to find ways of dealing with that there. And I probably found 3 ways, and I only kind of say here, I'm not mentally ill or anything like that, so I don't want to be coming across like I'm a person to be giving advice or anything. I'm just sort of sharing my story and my experience with dealing with anxiety, because I'm aware that everyone's situation is unique to them. But basically over the past year, I found that the anxiety was building and building and building, because I wasn't really looking after my mental health the same way maybe with my physical health. And the 3 ways I probably found dealing with it was, firstly, I'm realising now that most of the issues around anxiety come because you think too much, you get in your own head and you overthink things. Like an example for me is a client will cancel a session, and to a normal person that's okay, you get an hour off, that's handy enough. Whereas to me it's like, fuck, what if they don't come back? What if someone else cancels and this domino effect happens, and then like in my head I've now thought about me living in the streets because the gym has collapsed, and that's like the way my head works. And in a way that pushes me to work really hard, but other times it can be quite debilitating. But anyway, that's kind of the way things go for me. I tend to overthink things. But what I've realised now is that you can't think your way out of these problems and these issues. I think what you have to do is you have to get out of your own head, and for me the way to do that is to go to the gym, it's to go out and to run. Because you see, whenever you sit and you try and think your way through it, you only make things worse. Whereas when I'm out running or I'm out training, you're that wrecked that you can't think about it. And then whenever you come back, you can kind of look at things, from a different point of view, and your perspective slightly changes on it, and you're like, well, it's actually not that big of an issue. But it takes getting out of your own head to do that in the first place, and the big way I found that is by going to the gym and by just getting out of your own head. It could be for 10 minutes, it could be for 20 minutes. So I think that's the first thing I would sort of suggest to anyone that's maybe finding it difficult or having moments like that is get out of your own head, because when you do that, you can look at things from a different point of view, which can really alter the way you think. The second thing then is being around positive people. I'm very fortunate that all the people that come to my gym and work with me are really happy and positive and upbeat. So there's times I'll go into the gym and I'll not be bothered and I couldn't really be arsed to be there and in a bad mood. And then just being around them, even if I'm not necessarily talking, if I'm just standing backwards, you kind of feed off that there and you take it on board and you leave with this fucking high and feel so much better. And I think it's the thing, if you're around other people that are happy, you will naturally absorb that there. So I know not everyone has a fucking gym you can go down to and be around people, but you know, I think there's probably plenty of people that you know that are like that fucking positive person that's always there that you can talk to. One of the things I do, I spend a lot of time by myself because if I'm not working, I'm at the house. I'll put on YouTube and I'll like listen to talks and listen to people speaking, and it sounds maybe a wee bit stupid, but it works because when you have that positivity constantly going through your head, you can feed off it a wee bit. So I suppose that's my second sort of thing is that I found has helped me, is that just be around happy and positive people, because it does make a difference instead of cheesy as it sounds. And then probably the final thing and the biggest thing that happened to me, like I had been working really hard in the gym and spending every hour and every minute on it, and I had probably forgot about looking after my mental health, and it deteriorated to the point that I basically had a breakdown, and I ended up booking a flight. One day before I went and flew to New York and went away for a week, and then booked another holiday the week after because I just wanted to escape, because I was scared of everything. I was scared how everything had grown on social media and how it had grown in the gym, and there's these things called taxes and rates and all this sort of shit that I did not know anything about. Turns out they're quite expensive, and all this came out of nowhere, and I was scared, and I ended up getting away and leaving, and I was away for a couple of weeks, and I got to kind of look at things differently, and I made some practical changes, like changing, not working every single hour or saying yes to everybody, and that helped. But then the big thing was I came home and started talking to some of my clients, and I remember one particular conversation, and the person was telling me, not like in a way, like I never said that was the reason I went away, but we were just chatting, and they said that, you know, the reason I come down here is this is my hour to get away. This is my hour to kind of just de-stress. And it was like a light switch in my head, like, this is my fucking purpose and this is my passion. And I always thought it was about me and about building this brand and building my business. But now I realise that it's not. Like, I'm actually able to make a positive difference to people, and some people might not be feeling great, and this is their hour that they can get away from it. It can be their hour to socialise or feel better mentally, and I have an opportunity to do that. You see, as soon as I probably realised that, it just all fucking went away, and it was crazy. And I'm not saying that I don't get anxiety now, but it's not the level it used to be, because I've realised now that my passion, my purpose is probably to help other people, whether that be on social media or whether that be in the gym. But see, as soon as that happened, it just switched like that. It's very hard to describe. And I know that that's an easy thing for me to say because I found it, but I'm sure there's people that are maybe thinking the same way I was and don't realise that they have a passion and a purpose. Because I probably didn't realise it until I got talking to people. And I think that's a very important thing to do, is try and find the passion and the purpose, and that can be as simple as just going to the gym, because that was mine for a long time. It can be starting a team or starting a hobby, but you'd be surprised at things. You just have to think about it a wee bit differently, and to say something's getting out of your own head and looking at things with a different perspective can make a big difference. So that was probably the biggest thing that has helped me over the past while, and I still have kind of ups and downs with anxiety, but it's never at the level it used to be, because I'm now more open to talk about it. I talk about it in social media a wee bit more, and I start to realise that there's a lot of other people who are thinking the same things, and it doesn't help to keep it on inside you. And you learn with time too how you cope with it, and the different ways you can cope with it, and the way I deal with it can be completely different to the way you deal with it. And I think it's important that if you're feeling these things, you try and figure it out, because like I heard a great discussion the other day that you need to treat mental health the same way you treat your physical health, and that if you don't, like if I don't go to the gym, if I don't eat well, eventually I'll get fat and I'll get physically ill. And same way, if you don't look after your mental health, if you don't find those coping strategies, if you don't be open to talk about it, unfortunately you're you can potentially develop a mental illness the same way you can a physical illness. I know it's very, like, I have no idea what that's like, so I don't want to pretend that I'm talking about something I know about, but I think it's a very obvious thing. If you don't treat your mental health the same way you do your physical health, it will deteriorate. And I've realised that now, and it's something I'm constantly trying to work on, it's something I'm constantly learning. But I suppose that would be my main kind of takeaway from you. Like, my job and my role is physical health, but I'm starting to realise now that it's probably the mental health that stems off of that there. So basically my roundabout way of giving this advice is treat your mental health the same way you would your physical health, and when you start to do that, I think you start to feel a bit better and changes happen and you look at things a bit differently. So yeah, I think that's kind of all I want to say, not to be precious anymore or anything, but yeah, I hope you enjoyed that, and thanks for having me.
Just enjoy life, but it was much harder than you could ever imagine. I was finally diagnosed, and being diagnosed, it crushed me. It honestly crushed me.
And that that helped your life or your friend's life, then this was worth it for me, because it's really, really interesting, and it is such an epidemic in today's society, is depression, and this just gives a really, really good insight into the factors that sort of cause this to happen.
So that is it for today. Thank you very much for all your attention. Thank you also, because I know I've done that many times and sometimes.
In all seriousness, great event, great night. Talks it really well and up the field. So, this is how you don't chat up a woman. Got it? See you.
Part-time bouncer of the night.
That fucking thing away! So back home after the speaking event and the night out as well in general. Had a really good time. The talk, I think it went well. I was happy with it. I was very fucking nervous doing it. I've never done a public speaking like that before. So it was daunting. But yeah, I feel like I went okay, and I learned something from it anyway. So I was happy with that. And it was just a great event in general. It was really well organised, and the other speakers were really good too. And some of them were amazing stories as well, like, so it's good seeing all that there, and it was great having the ones coming up from the gym to come and support me as well. It means a lot whenever you get that there. And then going out, and we went out afterwards and had a good night, and it's just good crack. So yeah, very grateful. And look, I want to kind of maybe reiterate, I don't know how well the sound will come out from the talk, but you know, like, I do have anxiety the same way probably anybody else does, so I'm not trying to make it out that I have a big fucking issue or anything like that, because I don't. You know, so I don't want to try and like make it out, because I know there's people out there that are probably really struggling through hard times, and I don't want to like sort of say that I know what you're going through, because I don't. Like, my situation is unique to me and your situation is unique to you, so I hope it doesn't come across offensive, is basically what I'm trying to say. But anyway, I hope you enjoy that there. I hope you enjoyed the video. It was good fun. I enjoyed making it, and yeah, thanks for watching. Please subscribe, it helps me out. Like the video, do all that kind of stuff and share it around. But yeah, thanks very much. Hope you enjoyed.